here.
It is the Rockin' Comedy Show, and we are back here live on the 44th floor. Yay!
Are we really live?
Yes, of course.
They're always
Yeah.
live all the time.
Live all the time.
No more fucking up for me.
That's a lie. That doesn't make any difference.
That's
a lie.
Anyway, give it up for Al Jensen, everybody. Yeah.
Al Jensen.
Welcome to the Rockin' Comedy Show.
Thank you. Great to be here.
And you have a good voice for radio.
I didn't know that there was a Kevin Burke knockoff in Vegas.
Oh. That hurts.
Hey, now I know. At least I know.
I don't know who the hell you're talking
Hey,
about.
at least I know what Jay's going to look like in about 15 years.
Fuck you, I'm down 10 pounds,
I
bitch.
know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, like I said, good. You can catch up to him.
Thank you for
dick.
calling me Rush Limbaugh. I appreciate
Oh.
that.
Oh, that's solid too. That's a good call.
That's a really good call.
Well, I mean, like I said, you have a great voice for radio.
Yeah, and certainly the face for radio as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's not debatable.
But
No arguments there.
Al, how are you doing?
What's that?
How are you doing?
I am doing amazingly well for the shape I'm in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm in no shape to exercise. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, exercise isn't made for everybody.
No,
Actually, it'll kill you.
I actually tried jogging the other day, but I had to quit because, well, it makes my beer foam
Try
up.
standing up first.
Try standing up.
I'm not going to lie.
Walking.
I'm not going to lie. Exercise is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, then I tried jogging backwards, but hell, I gained weight. Now I just wear ankle weights when I go to bed because I figure, hey, I could roll over and burn a calorie. You know, it could happen.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So Al Jensen is here. He is a comedian, a magician, a all-around very funny guy.
Absolutely. Thank you
Prove
for
it.
saying that. Prove it. Well, there's
I wanna see proof of
there's
life.
no cameras in here, so I mean, I could show you.
Oh, you're that kind of comedian.
Yeah.
You're a physical comedian.
Exactly.
Proud comics,
Looks,
or comics.
looks aren't everything. Or
Thank
I would be
God.
a millionaire.
Thank God, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
But you also host the Sex and Money Show.
Actually, yes.
Co-host?
I co-host with Len Connell, the Sex and Money Show, KLAV 1230 AM radio right here in Las Vegas. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I co-host that.
And it's an AM show, right?
It's an AM show.
But
We
still,
put on
I
AM.
mean,
So there's
We
like
weren't on
7
his show. We were on the Hothead and Happy Hour show.
But why am I Sex and Money? Why am I not on the show?
You are on the list.
Because you're not
the long list.
No, I will. Look, can I tell him?
Yeah, please do.
We're actually scheduled to be guests on his show.
When?
I want to participate and win Sex and Money.
Absolutely. Crazy Jay, you're going to be on next Monday, I believe. Is that
Yes.
right? Next Monday?
Yes,
Does
next
Jay
Monday.
give sex or get sex?
You know, the first
I'm giving
time,
sex advice, and I'm going to read all of PJ's posts on Facebook.
What not to do?
You know, the first time I went in there, I thought it was the Sex for Money show, but then at the end they didn't give me any money, so apparently I was mistaken.
So, I mean, apparently, how did this concept come about to do a show in Las Vegas about just sex and money? Granted, that's what Las Vegas is about.
Exactly. I mean, duh.
I'm
that's
deep
what,
in it.
That's what Vegas is all about. I mean, is it about anything else? I mean,
Not from my standpoint.
Are we known for our schools? Are we known
We're
for
definitely not known for
For
schools.
our
Oh, no,
infrastructure?
Yeah. I mean, we're
For our
known
politicians?
we're known for sex and money. That's it.
So, I mean, within the scope of your show,
Yes.
what would you say? I mean, is it basically, today we're going to be talking about what's bringing in the most money or what's bringing in the most sex? Who's bringing in the most sex?
Well, we talk about a lot of things. Obviously, sex and money drive this city. But there are also some social issues that we talk about. We'll have just about anybody in who has an intelligent mind, willing to share their opinion. Sometimes we'll take call-ins, and we just discuss, what's going on here in Las Vegas. We try to be the cure for Geritol radio in Las Vegas. We don't want to be boring. We want to be up to date, up to the minute, topical. We want to be entertaining, and so far, I think
that's a hard thing to do. Especially
on the AM.
a lot of these podcasts.
Oh, absolutely. But I think we have literally dozens of listeners now. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can change the perspective of one person, you are doing your job.
Absolutely.
Not really. Not in this small market. Maybe in a big market, maybe.
He can't even change the view of one person. Take me back.
But just the other day, you had Sunset Thomas on.
I happened to
She's
be on
a very good
vacation
friend
at
of
the
ours.
time, but Sunset
You could
Thomas,
tell by that shirt.
Exactly. Thank you. Sunset Thomas was on the show last Thursday. She's an occasional visitor to the show. And
Right.
I have no idea why they waited until I was on vacation for them to invite her in, but that's what they did, and I guess I know where I stand now.
Yeah,
You're just waiting for me to actually stand, aren't you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. You're good.
If you haven't heard, we're actually doing a contest with Sunset Thomas.
Really?
Where somebody
Tell me
gets to
about
win.
that.
Somebody gets to win a mystery date. Well, it's not mystery date. They get to win a dream date with Sunset Thomas.
Really?
And get to spend the night with her out at the chicken ranch.
All right. So
For free?
Where do I put my business
Where do you
card?
put your
in that
business card?
fishbowl?
Well, let's just,
Probably
let's
right
just
up
do, let's
the
just
meat
do
curtains.
this and.
You ever wonder what it would be like to spend the night with a real-life adult film actress? Well, now the Rockin' Comedy Show is giving you that chance. Enter the Win a Dream Date with adult superstar Sunset Thomas, and you may find yourself winning the date of a lifetime. Just imagine, a limo picks you up at the airport and takes you to your hotel before a night of debauchery. You'll party it up with the crew from the Rockin' Comedy Show at the Hustler Club, where your VIP table awaits complete with bottle service. But that's just the appetizer. The next day you'll be whisked away by limo to the world-famous Chicken Ranch brothel, where Sunset Thomas herself will take you on a personal tour. Then it's off to a private dinner with you and her before you sneak off to the private bungalow for a night of fantasy that you will dream of for the rest of your life. There has never been a contest like this. To enter, make a video or write a song and tell us why you should be in Sin City for the ultimate Vegas vacation. The more creative you are, the better your chances. This contest is open to men, women, and couples. Win a dream date with Sunset Thomas. You can't win if you don't enter.
See complete rules and regulations on our website, www.rockincomedyshow.com. All materials used as entries become property of the Rockin' Comedy Show. Airfare is
That's
not
Scott.
included.
That is a Scott Scooter deal, everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, nice
And his
shit.
impersonation of
And
Shaft.
guess what? Nobody in the world can do a contest. Well, maybe in the United States, the contiguous United States, can do that. Because here we are in Holand.
Absolutely. Sex and money land.
And I know that Clear Channel is never going to
So
say,
basically,
go for it.
if you don't, I mean, you can enter even if you don't live here. They are paying for everything except for your airfare to get out here. Your hotel rooms are paid for. Your you get limo treatment. You get to go to the Hustler Club and get table and bottle service and hang out with us. And you get show tickets and you get to go out and spend the night at
It's
the
basically
ranch.
it's doing
So-
Vegas right.
Oh,
It's
yeah, it's gonna
doing
be awesome.
Vegas
We're
right.
doing it wrong.
And then, of course, the contest closes on June 30th. We'll announce the top 3 winners on July 4th, and then August 15th, we will send you guys out. And you get to go to the ranch on the 16th, where you do the final round, which is going to be like a dating game style game, and Sunset will pick the final winner. So
All right. I like that. That's a great idea.
it's over $8,000 in prizes. So that's
amazing.
Yay!
and she has been out there promoting this thing, and she's done 9 interviews, and she got back from the Chicken Ranch last Tuesday, and 20 last count was 29 adult websites have our link up there. So talking about the contest,
So you say it's like $8,000 value? Is that right?
yeah.
So that's like
With the limo,
$500
they're paying for your
worth of
hotel-
limo and $7,500 worth of Sunset Thomas.
Yeah, but you get the hotel rooms covered. You get the rooms at the ranch covered. They're giving you money to spend at the ranch, and then of course, if you win the date with Sunset, you get to sleep with her for free. So
Amazing.
that's
I got-
freaking
I got
awesome.
news for you. If I win win, ain't going to be any sleeping going on.
Really, dude?
I'm sure it's going to be a one round.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I can see you passing the fuck right out. I mean, like, seriously.
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. I can see you busting a nut and going...
That's right.
I can see you busting a nut and going right into a coma.
That's why they need that, that gorilla sperm stuff that you took in the pill form. What the hell was that shit called again?
The bulldozer.
Alpha male and bulldozer.
Alpha male bulldozer. There we go. We'll hook you up with
I bet
that.
he comes on his own stomach before he gets it in.
He's
on
gonna,
the bottom of
I'll
his...
take
on,
a
on
10
the,
spot
on the
on
bottom
it.
part.
You've seen the video. Is that what you're
he'll be like
She was
all
in
the he'll be like some of the guys we met when we did the show at the ranch, where they spend 45, 50 minutes with him in the bar, playing pool with him, having a couple drinks, and then they go to the bungalow and spend the last 10 minutes of their hour.
I know. Guys are always like, I'm going to plow you for hours.
Done.
Well, maybe if chicks are willing to suck a guy back hard again, he could fucking perform again after the fucking first nut. You know what I mean? But if you're not willing to do anything...
Just don't go out with a loaded gun. Just don't go out with a loaded gun.
Even if you beat off before you go out,
Beat up
you
again.
know what? You beat off again, but then if she's not willing to blow you, then you're gonna be fucking limp. She's good, of course.
She's good.
Of course,
Dude,
you guys
doesn't
got a
matter how many
hole.
times you beat
You
out.
guys got a hole. We could drill a hole in a wall and put molasses on it, and we'd be fucking happy.
Yeah,
So
but you're
anyway,
bitching about a hole on Facebook.
Let's give
Shut
it up.
the fuck up, cunt.
Let's give it up for Sunset Thomas.
Thank you, Sunset.
He's going to give it up to somebody. And let's give it up to the Chicken Ranch for putting this whole thing together. And
Oh
it's
my
fun.
goodness,
Fun
I think we're breaking ground here, like around the world.
I think-
soliciting prostitution.
I definitely think we're one of the
You mean is that the fact that you're here and
We're
not
a
passing out on the
podcast
table?
prostitutes. We're pimping podcast.
We're breaking ground here. Rebecca's not dozing off.
Hey, we're the number one prostitute
fading.
podcast.
She's not fading out.
The Rockin' Comedy
It's fresh,
Pimp.
yeah, they're getting a bargain. They're getting
The
a bargain.
Rockin' Comedy Pimps. The
Well, let's get
pimps
back-
of Rockin' Comedy.
Let's get back to Al. I mean, what got you into this whole the radio thing, especially here out in Sin City, and what have you seen?
His face.
Yeah, it's
I know, that's what I really want to hear. What he's seen, and what surprises you most about being here in Las Vegas.
Oh my God, that's an amazing question. Your first question is, how in the world did I get into this? I have been performing private shows and community workshop shows.
Okay, we're not talking about your life at the Green Door.
No.
I'm talking about please go on.
I've been performing at a little private theater here in Las Vegas, down near the Palms. It's called the Cube Theater, owned by my good friend Ryan Ahern, world champion piano player. Now, I've done some workshops.
Boy,
down there,
chicks dig that.
Absolutely, and I performed a number of times.
I wish I could
at
play
this
piano.
theater down there. And about 6 months or so ago, Len Connell from the Sex and Money Show came to see one of my shows. And afterwards he said, dude, you killed it. He says, I want you to come in and be a guest on my show. So I came in, I was a guest on his show a couple of times, and he said, we'd really like to have you here on a more regular basis. So, one thing led to another, and he invited me in, and the rest is history.
Same thing happened to me with this show.
Really?
Same exact thing.
I saw you at the Green Door, or?
No.
He had a major talent.
I came in as a guest, and they invited me back a couple times, and then these two idiots never showed the fuck up, and they asked me to come in as a guest host all the time. Then they were like, "Yeah, I'll be a regular co-host."
And now you're doing it for the money. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, all the big money.
Yeah, all the zip fizz you can drink.
So that's what I did.
That's how you got into the game. And since being here, I mean, what have you seen as far as the climate change of both sex and money here in Las Vegas? Because God knows, after the bubble burst and there weren't as many people coming here, do you see a rally? You see a rally of things happening, new things happening, people coming to the Strip and offering new things.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Las Vegas is definitely on the way back. It's coming back. I'm a member of the Convention Services Association here in Las Vegas, a group of people who...
Does that have to deal with the sex part of it, or does that have to deal with the money part of it?
I can't say. specifically. Right? A little bit of both, quite frankly.
Excellent. That's why we love this town.
We had the big wig in from the Convention Visitors Bureau about 3 or 4 months ago, and he shared the numbers. And people are starting to come back to Las Vegas in big ways. The hotel rooms are being sold. They're being filled up. The showrooms are selling more and more tickets. I mean, it's not like it was back in the early 2000s and in 2002, 3, and 4, but we have recovered a lot. It's coming back. And yeah, I mean, there's more people buying tickets. There's more people buying hotel rooms,
and that's huge for this town. I mean, because that's what drives this economy. So it's great to see that there are people who are willing to come back, especially on the weekends. It gets packed here on the weekends.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, in my opinion, it's coming back. I mean, what do I know? I've only lived here since 2005, but since 1984, I was a very frequent visitor. I came to Las Vegas over 200 times between 84 and 05. So if you give me credit for time served, it's like I'm almost a native.
Right. That's true. Get out here. I mean, and to live out here it's different. To live out here, it is different. And I mean, it is suburbia on the outside. But do you find yourself gravitated still to go to the Strip and catch a lot of the local acts?
No.
And well, not you. I'm talking to him.
Look, my lips aren't moving, but I'm still saying something.
You're ventriloquist.
Yeah, being in the entertainment trade.
And radio is entertainment just like the comedy stuff. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, to getting out there and doing comedy. So, to get out there and, do you go out there every night and, grind?
Well, let's be honest. I mean, those of us who live in Las Vegas, we try to avoid the Strip like the plague.
Not Jay.
Not Jay, but because there's so much traffic and so much, stuff going on. But I've always said that the greatest thing about living in Las Vegas is that I never have to go any place in the world to see my family or friends because they're always happy to come here and see me.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
every month, sometimes 2, 3, 4 visitors per month are coming into town, calling me up saying, "Hey Al, can you hook me up? Can we go to a show? Can we go
God,
to
you
dinner?
must hate your family."
Yeah.
He's like, "Nah, man, I just burnt that card last week. Son of a bitch."
So when they come to town, yeah, absolutely. We go down to the Strip, and I've got about a dozen or so friends in the business. I call them up, text them, and say, "Hey, can you hook me up with tickets?" And we go to their show, and we help to promote them. I give them shout-outs on the radio and at my shows. So, yeah, absolutely. I go down to the Strip.
That's great. And with, the AM station, being on a terrestrial radio show, it's a lot different than being on a podcast. What time do you guys use? Are you an AM show? Are you a PM show?
We are a noon show, noon to 1, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Nooner.
Yep, we're there for the nooner, for the people who get out of the office and they're driving to Subway to grab a sandwich, or they're running a couple of errands, whatever the case.
So is it for like a 4-hour block?
No, it's just a single hour, noon to 1.
Oh, noon to 1.
Noon to 1.
That's a solid gig, just to go out there. Hey, wake up in the crack of 11.
Yeah,
and go out there.
Let's face it, the people who are in their car listening to the radio have relatively short attention spans for a variety of reasons. I mean, number one, they're going to drive a short distance over the noon hour, maybe going to get lunch, maybe going to pick something up at the pharmacy. Who knows what they're doing? But they're not giving us undivided attention for half hour, 45 minutes,
Right.
an hour. They've got an attention span of 2.5, 3, maybe 4 minutes. So we're trying to keep it lively. We're trying to keep it light with comedy, with interviews, and keep the pace going. Much like you guys
Much
do
like
right
we
here.
do, right?
Absolutely, because we know that the listeners who listen from 12:05 to 12:10 aren't the same people listening at 12:37.
I mean, no offense. I haven't listened to your show yet, but I'm gonna definitely check it out to get to. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out.
But the numbers on my car radio, the lights are all out, so I have.
It also streams online.
I have one station set on, and that's all I can listen to.
I mean, because we do our show for 4 hours. Our interview with the amazing Jonathan lasted like almost 2 hours. And with Murray Sawchuk. So, I mean, do you find it a challenge being to get out there and cram everything that you want to get into 1 hour? I mean, that's a frantic pace.
Oh, it is absolutely frantic pace. And we do have some sponsors. We got to plug some minutes of commercials in there as well. And
so, yeah, by the time you're done doing that, you do a 15-minute show, and then you're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
All sponsors you have to get in there.
So it's on AM 1230, and what days do you do again?
I do Mondays and Tuesdays, occasionally Thursdays, but the show is on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And who's quarterback? The host of that
Len Connell.
Len Connell, and does he have other co-hosts that come in that he soundboards off, or are you that guy usually?
I'm that primary guy. We have a couple of other people who come in. We have Sexy Rosalita, who does the Sexy Weather Report, and we have Sexy Traffic Girl Magali or Charlotte, who gives the sexy traffic report. And we have some other guests.
What about sexy homosexual? Do you need something to...
Are you free, PJ?
That's still open. If anybody wants to apply for that position, yeah.
I know, we can call Doria. He'll love to do that kind of shit. But that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on in. And
it was awesome, and I'll be there Monday.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll look forward to having you there on Monday, Rebecca. And as soon as you accept my friend request on Facebook,
right now. I'm doing it right now.
I'm going to fire you a request and see if we can get you into the show.
Yay!
That's
I want to be on Monday.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
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 But thank you so much for coming on out and hanging out with us. We can't wait to honestly do the same on your show because it's one of those things. The door's always open. Please come back in, and we'll let everybody know on our show about your show, and hopefully it works the other way around.
That's right.
Absolutely, you bet.
And we will be back after this.